In this video, we're going to take an updated look at the UV Path tool in 3D Coat's UV workspace or within the UV toolset in the Retopo workspace. You'll see it in the tool panel in the UV section. So you'll want to click on UV Path. It is especially useful when your mesh has less than ideal topology. This auto-retopologized mesh is a very good example where, on initial inspection, you might think that it is relatively clean, but it has a lot of spiraling edge loops. This occurs with virtually all auto-retopology engines, no matter which application you use, and it really makes it difficult to create clean seams and do it efficiently. So let's click on Edgeloops. This is really good when you have relatively clean topology and you can simply just select an entire edge loop. Let's say if we wanted to go down the middle of this object, you can see I have limitations because it's not perfectly symmetrical. The best tool in this case would actually be the UV Path tool. So what I can do if I wanted to split this part here is to maybe pick the midpoint. I can just click here. And then if I want, I can try to pick where I want it to stop. And let's try right there. Okay, that's not ideal. So let me hit Control Z to undo. And I can click anywhere along this line and just follow it. Let it go where it chooses to. And once I see it start deviating quite a bit, I can stop there and then begin to resume at a better location. So again, I can see a lot of deviation here. That's okay, because I can go back and click on the point to reposition it. Okay. So I can move these points at any given time before I create the seam. So now, again, I'll just click here, come back and reposition this. So this is very common when you are working with auto-retopologized meshes. So I'll click on this last one. And if I'm happy with the result, I can go ahead and hit the Enter key, and that will create the seam. Now I can hit the Escape key because you can see this little dot is indicating that it's ready to resume creating from that point. But maybe I want to start somewhere else on the model. Yeah, let's find another place. We can start right here. So I'll click my first point and try to make it follow along the toes here to the other side. See, I have some deviation that I don't necessarily want here. Okay, it gets a little bit better. So I can just refine it more and more. Okay, and let's say I'm happy with that. I'll hit Enter. And it's wanting to finish over here. I'll hit Escape to drop that and make a clean start on this side. So I'll click there, and I want to show if you happen to have a 3D connection device, it really makes this tool that much more powerful because I can click here and watch as I begin to bring my brush a little bit closer to the heel. I can just spin with my 3D connection device and let it follow all the way around. Okay, so I will stop there. Go up. Yeah, just click ahead of it and resume. So it's really powerful because otherwise I would have to stop and navigate with my cursor. And using that 3D connection device to just continue moving around the model while you are dragging that path, it's exceptionally helpful. Okay, and then hit enter, and it's that simple. So I'm not certain. I can probably switch to edge loops here. And again, we see spiraling edge loops. It's really difficult to deal with. So I'll go back to UV path. I'm going to start afresh here. It may be there instead. Again, I can just go ahead and drag that around. Here. I'll hit enter. All right, so that's going to conclude this video. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.